Hola everyone, this is Muskan Ram. So, this is my project I performed on iris dataset, that is prediction using decision tree algorithm. The dataset is consist of 50 samples from each of three species of iris, that is Iris setosa, Iris virginica and Iris versicolor. So, using this algorithm, we will differentiate between the samples as all three looks very similar to each other, which is very difficult to specify the names of them. So, first importing the required libraries. Here I am importing NumPy, Pandas, Seaborn, Matplotlib for plotting the graph. Then select model selection, that is train test split, matrices, decision to classifier, confusion matrix, and all. Now importing the data. From this, I am importing the data. Now df.head to check whether data is imported successfully or not. And then comes the data analysis part. This is the save. That means that number of rows is 150 and number of columns is 6. And the information of data is as follows. Now comes the description part. Description of data set is this, and from the above description you can say that there are total number of count is 150, that is 150 samples are present in the data set, and there are 4 features, that are sepal length in centimeter, sepal width, petal length and petal width, according to which we will differentiate the flowers. Now comes that with the help of mean, we can see that both the length of petal and sepal is greater than that of its width. Okay, coming forward, now we will count the number of species. We can see that each species is equally distributed as count is 50-50 of each of the sample. Now we will divide the data into each species to form a data frame. Now these are as follows: setosa, versicolor and virginica. You can see count is 15 of each and so on. Now we will find the null value. As you can see, there is 0 null value, therefore it is a pure data. Now as we know, there is none of the use of ID, so we will drop the column ID. Now comes the visualization part, which is the most important part. First we are using scatter plot. This is a scatter plot between sepal width and sepal length. We can see that this Iris setosa is completely entirely separable from rest of the two, that is Iris versicolor and virginica. So we can say that it is linearly separable, as we can draw a linear line between these two, and we can see that the sepal length of Iris setosa is less while the width is high, and in case of versicolor and virginica, we can see both have much more similar properties, as they are overlapping each other. Similarly, in case of petal length and petal width, we can see still Iris setosa is completely different from the rest two. Rest two are overlapping each other, that is Iris versicolor and virginica are having similar petal length and petal width, and that too the petal width of virginica is much more than of rest two, while the petal length and petal width of Iris setosa is the least. And we can see that now we will represent it using the pair plot, which is as follows. And in this all, we can say that the petal length and petal width is the most useful feature to differentiate between them. And from this plot also we can say that Iris setosa is completely linearly separable from the rest of two. Now comes the box plot and then the variant plot. From these two, we can say that we have higher density between 5 and 6 in sepal length. See, sepal length is here. There is higher density between 5 and 6, and also we have seen this in its mean. While we have calculated its means, it was around 5.84, and the density is also high between the 5 and 6. Similarly, for that of petal length, that of sepal width and petal width. Now we will find the correlation between the features. So the correlation is as follows, and using the heat map you can see that petal width and petal length and petal width are highly correlated, while the sepal length and sepal width are least correlated. So now comes the training the model. First we will split the data into the ratio of 70:30. Then and the data will be as follows, that is x will be of 150, 40 into 4, that is 150 rows and 4 column, those are features. And similarly for x test 45, 4, that is 45 is the data and 4 is the features. Now we will use the decision tree classifier, and then we will fit the model passing the x string and y string data, and after that we will test the model. Now in testing model we will first predict the model, and we can see that the model predicted that is we passed the x test, the value of x test when passed, the model predicted that these are the flower that are according to the features. Now we test on a random value. We have provided a sample data random value from the given data set. I took this one, the 145th one, that is 6.7, 3.0 in this, and when found that it predicted that it's a Iris virginica. So when I checked, it was actually Iris virginica, so the answer was correct, so it predicted correctly. Now we still will check the accuracy according to it. So the accuracy is as follow, that comes 0.97, that is 97%, which is good, means our model is predicting 3% wrong only. Now comes the confusion matrix. We have calculated the confusion matrix, and since the data is as follows, 16, that is 16 flower of Setosa is predicted right, and 17, that is 17 flowers of versicolor is predicted right, and 11 indicate that 11 flowers of virginica is predicted right. And in this one shows that one flower is predicted wrong. So basically, according to this confusion matrix, we can say that out of 45 samples, only one sample is predicted wrong, rest are correct. Now we will plot the decision tree, that is we will plot the tree. So we will import the tree from sklearn, and then we'll plot, and it's as follows. I don't know why arrow is not visible in my case, but actually in this case here is one box and one arrow is this side and another one is this side. Here we are checking that if the value is less than 0.8, then the sample will be Setosa, that is here the 0th part shows that Setosa, and rest were versicolor and virginica. Then further it is divided into two, that is that x2 is less than 4.95 and x2 is less than 4.85. Then further like this we are divided, and we will divide the data until we will get the leaf node. So this was the end of the project. Thank you.